Innovative content, global audience.
Hello, good morning, viewers. Yes, it's Saturday and we look refreshed, as you can see. This is Romance and Relationship. My name is Princess KESSY. I have with me on the show
MARYVAL.
How are you doing, Mary? How's your weekend going?
I'm fine. My weekend is going smoothly and sound.
Okay, I can see from your face. On Romance and Relationship today, we have a very interesting topic we'll be discussing. Of course, you know, relationship, they are beautiful. They are something we either have by blood, by love, or whatever, but relationships are beautiful and it's something we should all have. But regardless, there are also could be sometimes there could be trouble, there could be crisis, there could be issues in relationship, and that is why we're here this morning. Today's topic is entitlements in relationship. Now, why a lot of people feel like I'm entitled to this or that or you when they're in a relationship, especially ladies. Don't be angry with me today, but we're going to discuss this to the fullest. I think from this part of the world, ladies feel like
They are
they're entitled, like
they have the right to this.
Once you're in a relationship, the moment they start a relationship with somebody, they feel like
It's their
right for the man to do everything.
And that leads to
A
selfishness.
lot of people have this mindset.
Yeah.
A lot of ladies, and we've grown in a society where men no longer have faith in women because they feel like every lady, what they care about is the money, is what you have to offer, not your intentions or the true love that you are supposed to have for this person. At what point did we even get to this place in the society? Now, these are some of the issues we'll be discussing today on the show, and of course, we'll be having two guests later on today that will be deliberating on this topic as well, entitlements and relationship. You might want to ask, what is entitlement? So for Mary, but Mary, when you hear that, well, what comes to your mind?
Okay, entitlement in a relationship. If you ask me, I'll say it's an idea that your partner you get wants you to make them feel good about themselves. So always do what they want.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, entitlement in relationship. When we talk about entitlement in relationship, it's where you decide whether consciously or subconsciously, right? That what you want is more important
than your partner.
But
you don't know. It's not like you're not intentional.
That is why I use the word conscious or subconscious.
Yeah.
Yes. So
some people might lead to selfishness.
Some people might want to do it deliberately.
Some, yeah,
yes.
Right.
I have a girlfriend from way back in school. In fact, she's the only child of her parent. I think she has been, those kind of children. So when she's in she was already having issues. She goes in a relationship. The next 3 months she's out and she's hunting for another person, and she feels like no, I can't take that. I feel like it's my dues. You have to do this.
Everything she wants
to put herself first all the time. And sometimes is what we say that is important when you feel like you are more important
than your partner.
Whatever you're bringing, everything about you in that relationship outweighs your partner, and it's important for you also. You forget that some people forget that relationship it's give and
is a two-way.
Yes, it's not basically about
just you. It cannot be just you. You want your partner to value you.
Yes.
Your partner to love and respect you. What about you? Are you reciprocating that same attribute?
That is what a lot of people think. That is what a lot of people think. So when we talk about entitlements in relationship, I just feel like people should know that when you're in a relationship, it's give and take.
It's not like it's just me that have the right to this. I have the right to everything about him. No.
Someone might want to ask, what are some of these signs when you talk about entitlements in relationship? When they think that they deserve a kind of special treatment all the time, that is a way of you knowing that this person feels entitlement. When they feel like everything about them that revolves around them is about
then
they have to be special at every given
Yes.
time. Now, and this kind of people also, when there is maybe an occasion that has to do with their partner, they even tend to outshine their partner
yes.
on the process.
And most times these people, I think even when they are wrong, they always feel like you should treat them that they are right, or you should tell them that they are right. They don't want to be wrong in anything. They don't want to be seen, or sometimes I feel it makes them feel inferior being entitled in a relationship. So I just feel like this whole thing is their right, blah blah blah, and all that. So even when they are wrong, you should tell them that they are right. You get, they want to be right in everything. They don't want to be
Yes, and also they feel like they deserve more than what they are getting.
They are never satisfied.
Yes, they are not satisfied. At that point, that is a major sign of someone being entitled to whatever, either you or your belongings or your properties. And a lot of people also will want to ask, when if you're in a relationship, are you not supposed to possess? Because they say go and possess all. Is your partner, you're supposed to have total dominion over them or whatever they have.
Like, you know, there are some situations where some people will be like, since you're in a relationship, you should communicate with me 24/7. You owe me communication. You get,
of course, even me, I'm guilty.
But you just one person that owes you a communication.
You owe me that communication.
So what about you?
Wow, of course, I will have to call too.
So you're the kind of person that you feel like you deliberately sit to wait for your partner to call you.
No, not like that. Sometimes too, I call, but you know, we live in a man's world, like I always say on this show. No, don't stop laughing, Mary. This is serious. A lot of people will not say that. Was why I said at the beginning of the show, I was telling viewers that please, let's not get carried away and say, how can this be coming from a lady? But we have to face the fact. Now, I don't know why a lot of people feel like they feel entitled in a relationship. They feel, and that is why it's painful to know that a lot of guys no longer have faith in the opposite sex, because they tell you, after all, anything they need, no woman can love you for that. They love you for who you are, is what you are.
Like,
yes,
the relationship is for the women to gain in it.
That is what they say. And another sign when we talk about entitlement in relationship is when they feel like people should do things for them because they are who they are, and how you get, they just feel like, because I'm your babe, I have the right, you must do this. They don't want to they don't want to know how this other person, this other party is feeling, whether at that time they are okay enough.
Yes, like
to
how
do what they are requesting.
Yes, just make them feel better about themselves. Just them more. Like, but what about you? Are they making you feel that way? That's just, and I think this thing happens most. Let's be sincere. It's just our gender that does this thing the most. Like, make them feel good about themselves. Let's tell them that you look beautiful. Oh, you're so sweet. No, in fact, you are the most beautiful.
And another sign is when they feel like they are more important.
Yes.
Their personal needs comes before every other person.
Yeah.
And now sometimes, like this very issue is very sensitive. And that's why I'll be bringing in a relationship expert to talk on the issue today. You find out that a lot of people, a lot of ladies have gone on this same path, and at the end was not even good enough for them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I once saw a lady while she wanted to take her children to go and make their hair, and she was calling the husband to come. The husband said, I'm on my way, don't worry, I have some issues, but I'll soon be there. I was standing there. You needed to have seen how this lady was speaking to the man.
Wow.
Even me, I felt it.
You're not comfortable.
I wanted to say, how can you talk to your husband like that? Who raised you up? But that was not my business, so I just had to just let it go. And I was sitting, it was close to a shop, and after like 15 minutes, she called the man again. She was ranting, okay, you come and meet me at home. Was insulting the man, and before you know, the man eventually came. And the man came, his tire was not there. There was a spare tire there. His body was, what happened was that there was a little accident on the way. And the lady could not even, the man said he has been trying to explain over the phone, but the lady will not even give ear.
Yes.
Her voice alone was just on top of the world. Now, these are people that they feel entitled. They feel like anything they want, if you don't do it now, then they shouldn't be in a relationship with you.
They give you conditions, like every time in the relationship. You should just do this thing for them. But at the end of the day, they don't know that if you're considering yourself, you should also consider your partner in the relationship, not just you. Honestly.
Now, sometimes too, we talk about someone may want to ask Hannah, how can we deal with such people when it comes to people feeling like they're entitled in relationship, they will come first. You don't even matter to them. They just feel like
And
they.
you know that if you're feeling, if you have this spirit of entitlement in a relationship, if your partner is successful, it's not like you are sad though, you get, but you begin to feel somehow because you feel like, man, this person is bigger than me. Yeah, you know that it's not just even the men. There are some ladies that if their man is any higher than them, they're not cool with it. They'll be like, man, this man is any higher than me. No, I don't want it to be like this. Now, to some extent,
I've never seen a lady with such thought that the man is.
Yeah, some people like that be like, I
How
this
will
man
you do that?
control me because people feel like it's only the male folk that will tell you that they don't want their wife to earn more than them. But at the end of the day, you know that there are some female that have this heart of, man, I want to be in charge. I don't want to be under any man, you get. So at the end of the day, they feel like this man earning more than them. They start to feel inferior about it. They start to feel bad for the success of the man. Let's be on the same page. Yeah. So it just like,
And another thing is that a lot of people too feel like okay, because I'm in a relationship with you. Now I want to correct these impressions, viewers. When we talk about entitlement in relationship, it's not even only ladies. Let's be sincere.
yes.
I once saw a guy. He was having issues with his girlfriend, and what was the problem? My neighbor actually. I pray she doesn't watch this. Okay, she can watch. No problem. So I feel like the man will just call. Is the food ready? I'm closing by 5.
Wow.
So he gets to the lady's house, eats and like on a daily basis. So I don't know how people that are not officially married, you're supposed to be cooking.
Whose fault is this?
It's the lady's fault.
That's what I wanted to say.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It's the lady's
Why
fault.
allow that in the first place?
Because you're in a relationship. It's a man's world. This is Africa. You have to do whatever you have to do to make them happy.
Really? What would be?
You have to do the wife material thing so that they will know that you are serious, or they whether take you to mama or not.
I feel if it's like that, to some extent, it's making the girl feel uncomfortable because
who told you she's even uncomfortable?
That she's cool?
It's the neighbors. We the neighbors. We started seeing this, and we felt like this is not right. It shouldn't be so. And the time that the man will call, maybe the food is still cooking or there is no food, you could see the change, the mood swing. He will start saying things he shouldn't be saying, like, how can you now be here by 5:30? Why did you not make the food? Blah blah blah. And at the end of the day, I feel like he's being entitled because he's not trying to like manipulate the lady's
How can that
feelings.
kind of person give her peace? What if she doesn't meet up with the time? It's become a problem. No.
Yes. So they feel like at the end of the day, because I'm in a relationship with you, and because it's a man's world, and because I'm the man, you must cook my meal, whether or not you are well. Now, I saw a trending video some time ago where a lady, a man actually wanted to was throwing the wife out. The lady that just she put to bed, it was just not less than a month, and then the brother-in-law came that he needed pounded yam. And the lady said because of she's still recuperating, she will not be able to pound yam, but she can make semo, and that was the issue.
I don't understand. Like the brother-in-law.
Yes.
The brother-in-law should be able to pound. Honestly, I'm sorry. Let's not be like I'm a kind of bringing my family issue or talking about my family on air. Like the way we were brought up, it's not like we're not brought up in a way that it's only the female that must pound. You get?
Okay.
Yes, I know that most times, even if I'm making soup, my brother will pound for me. So I grew up with that mentality that, man, tomorrow if I get married, I beg, my husband will pound for me. Oh, you get?
Yes.
So I feel like if I'm in that lady's position, since the brother-in-law wants to take pounded yam, then he should pound. I'll make the soup. It's as easy as that.
So even the lady was proposing to make maybe semo and all that, but the guy refused. And then I think that led to some kind of physical assault here and there. The husband came and wanted to throw the wife out and the newborn baby. Wow. That story actually that story was on social media like about a month ago. So these are some of the issues. And when we talk about entitlement in relationship, people just feel like because you're a woman, this is Africa, you must do it whether you are well. I don't know how a woman that just came from the hospital, put to bed, going through that process for 9 months plus, will now come and start pounding for you to eat. So these are some of the issues, not basically ladies alone. So at the end of the day, I feel like when you're in a relationship, you should be able to know that it's not about me alone.
Yes.
The moment I used to tell people when you're coming to ask me out, I used to tell you some very simple questions, but they are very difficult for. They'll be difficult for you to answer. Now, are you willing to know that this is not about you alone? Because when you go into a relationship, you should be discussing. Like I did promise earlier on the show that I was going to come with a relationship expert. He's joining us now via call. I'm going to bring him on the show right away. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
Good
I am
morning.
on the phone. Yes, this morning with Samuel Okechukwu, all the way from Lagos now on relationship issues. Samuel, I'm going to just go straight to the point. Now, when you hear the word entitlement in relationship, what comes to your mind?
Entitlement in relationship.
Yes.
Sorry to ask. Is it who is asking for the entitlement, the male figure or the female figure?
You know. Right now, when we talk about entitlement, it could be from the male. These days, your gender used to see us as though we are the worst.
Yes.
We don't love truly. Everything is about money. But now too, we're seeing that even coming from the male folks, a lot of them, they just go into relationship for things they can get out or gain.
I also want to even
Not
from the
loving the
yes.
person sincerely, or they don't have pure intention. So it could be both ways.
Well, back then, relationship and the word entitlement used to be tagged on the female gender mostly. Mostly back then, yes, you're right. And with a lot of proof, a lot of proof by somebody just got to know you, and the next 2-3 days, because he or she accepted the proposal, you now start billing you. Oh, like, come on.
Billing.
Yeah, he's not talking about money.
These things yourself before. But it's quite unfortunate that the world is now turning around. The guys are now the ones
billing us
in relationship this time around.
I say, unfortunately, the guys are not the ones billing us. So everywhere.
Your own billing is even more higher than that of the females.
I guess.
They will bill you once, and that's all. That's once.
Once billing.
That's the truth now. Although, I don't think that entitlement stuff should be in a relationship. If you actually love somebody, you're going out with that person, or you want to go out with that person, you shouldn't bill either the guy or the female. But he or she knows that, okay, I'm going out with this person, it's my responsibility to at least once in a while.
Wow.
Oh, babe, I don't think I like this style of your hair. Why not just take this little money and make another hair? You get. But why some guys would not want to do that is because if they throw it open like that, they are not giving room for the lady. Whenever they now want to make their hair, hey Chukwudi, I want to make my hair. Could you please send me money? I was like, come on, before I ask you out, before we got into a relationship, you've been making your hair now. You've been buying your own this. You've been buying the bars and all the rest of it. So you've been taking care of yourself. So why all of a sudden you now change? But I still know that entitlement word that the female used to do. They say, your money is our money, my money is my
money.
I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Like, seriously, it's not supposed to be like that.
Okay, Mr. Samuel, what are some of the signs of entitlement in relationship?
The signs of entitlement in a lady.
In relationship, what are some of the signs?
Okay. I would say when somebody is you all of a sudden you just ask, you just keep demanding unnecessarily. Come on, it's a no. It's a no.
How do you think you can deal with such person if you have them in your life or around you, or somebody around you like that? How do you think you can deal with them? There's so much noise from your end, Sammy.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's raining over here.
Are you serious?
Already.
That's why. It's raining. That's why you can hear the sound.
Okay.
How I deal with such kind of people, most times I just mute myself. Seriously.
What do you mean mute yourself? So you have to just let the relationship die in natural course. No communication,
Yes.
no visitation.
I don't want the situation whereby one party will not be feeling being used or something. I'll mute myself, and if you didn't hear from me again, you didn't hear from me. If it is somebody I know, like if I confront you and say, come on, you ought to like stop this or something. If I see you will change, fine. We can continue. Relationship is a 50-50 thing. You give, I give.
Okay.
Once it's coming from one end, it's no longer a relationship.
Okay, now Sammy, let me take you on another part now. Don't you think that ladies feel because why they demand is because maybe because they feel like the guy will call them, please, oh, I'm in the mood for this, I want to have sex, and the next day they call for sex, next week they call, whether or not the lady is ready
or not.
And now they feel like, since now I'm not giving you that satisfaction,
Yes.
you should be able to repay me or give me something else as well. Let it be 50-50, as you have said.
When you are going into a relationship, you yourself accepting the relationship should know the boundaries and know what you will take. You get. If the guy calls for one, you call the first time, he needed sex or something. If you did not give in, fine, it might be like, it seems you not give me sex, you didn't give me sex, I won't do anything for you. But I don't think sex is the basic of relationship. It's not.
Okay.
It's just the spice. Sex is one of the spice that spice up relationship. You get. There are a lot of things that you will gain from your partner apart from sex. It's only those that don't see it as those that just see it as counting numbers of ladies you've slept with or guys you've slept with that would actually be going out for sex or something. And on that aspect is, I wouldn't even advise anybody to indulge in any relationship that is too demanding, either by sex or by cash or affair or anything else. No.
Okay, Mr. Sammy.
If you're demanding on how to increase your intellectuals, what to do to increase my IQ, and fine, come, I know you're putting me on the track, like, come on, I need to like be up and doing so that I can catch up with the society, I can catch up, I can be on the same pace with you. But rather than every time morning is baby, I miss you. Miss you, what do you miss me? What do you miss about me? Is it what we're going to use? Eventually we now end up together. Is that what we used to feed the family? We get start making kids. You get. So
well, I want to believe a lot of people don't even think the way you're thinking right now. We live in a world, a society where the men feel like once a lady tries to hurt that part away or not be too, she's refusing to be open, it becomes a problem.
Okay, Mr. Sammy, this entitlement in a relationship, it's not everybody that can actually handle it. And I think it has actually caused a lot of misunderstanding and problems in the relationship. So in a situation whereby you're dating a partner that has this entitlement mentality, okay, now what do you think is the best way? Do you think it's better you guys have a conversation you get on how to like resolve this entitlement stuff? Or do you think the best way is just to end the relationship? You said?
It's the best way. Like I said earlier, if I see that the person is somebody I can talk to and will change, fine, we'll talk about it. Definitely the person will change. But if I notice that there is no headway about it, even if you talk from now till tomorrow comes, this person is not going to change, I'll just mute myself out. You get? I'll mute myself. So if it's somebody that is reasonable enough, when you call, I want us to discuss something. This is. Let us draw a plan on, okay, what is paramount, what we need, not what we want in the relationship. You get?
Because that is where the problem is. A lot of people they are not able to differentiate what they need and what they want. Yes.
They want everything. In a relationship, you want not everything, but there are things that fuels the
relationship.
That is what you need for that relationship. So if we can identify that, and we're good to go, fine.
Okay.
If you won't give me a listening ear, like I said, I will rather mute myself. You will see me.
Okay, Mr. Sammy, someone said something that once a girl start asking you for money, it means she's madly in love with you. That she does not want to go out and look out for any man.
Yes, you know, most of our celebrities too, relationship expert. Now we have a relationship expert. I don't want to mention his name, but it's quite popular, just like you. And then he's saying that if a lady does not ask you for money, check it very well. She's collecting from somebody else. Yes, and the moment a lady start asking you, start placing demand here and there, that means she's truly in love with you. Now, how do we not differentiate those that are self-entitled, they are being entitled?
I will not give in to when a lady start asking money from you. It shows that she's truly in love with you. Yes, at the point she would ask once in a while. It's not on a frequent level. Let's say every week you ask for money for this, money for that, money for, come on.
Yeah, I know that will be too much though.
I know it's my responsibility to, like I said earlier, once in a while, I don't even really want to go to the market. I might stylishly ask you, hey babe, what's the size of your waist? Excuse me, why are you asking of my waist size? Why are you asking of my bra size? You don't know, because and I want to surprise you with that thing. That is how the relationship will be spiced up. You get, and you just like say you are the one opening the bra this way. Don't you know you watch from there? Okay, the guy is okay. I'll just go to the bra and take bye. But if you look people in such kind of relationship, their relationship is smooth.
Okay, is it?
Although I don't know, I will bless the name of the Lord that of all the while I've been in a relationship, I've not been in a relationship whereby the person would not be asking, demanding power. If I see it, at times I can designate that this person will be over demanding. There's no need from the very first 2 weeks.
Okay, now right now with what you just said, you know when to do for your woman. You know when to do the right thing for her. What about men that don't even know they need to do something for her because she's not asking and they feel so reluctant about it? She's not asking and they're not doing anything. What can you say about that?
In that case, the woman should
mute herself as well.
Okay.
No, first of all, initiate a conversation about it. You get.
Okay.
Yes, maybe if it's a relationship, when you might be honey or something, want to visit the holy temple or something, just like man, babe, this is from there. If it's sensible enough, if it's not sensible enough, like I said, if you try to initiate a conversation and he's floating away from it, mute yourself. Go. I used to tell people that for the fact that you ask a lady out and she accepted does not mean that one, she does not have somebody in her life at that moment. It's either the relationship she's into is shaky
somehow.
And she's not seeing any headway in that relationship. That's why she will give you attention. And when she now finds out that, okay, you are more responsible than the person she is with, you've won her heart. And you should not stop because, okay, she have given you attention. You now say, I don't want, she don't fall for my trap. You now stop. All those sweet things you tell her from the beginning of the day you start chasing her. Once in a while, I still chip it in. It will still make her feel, come on, man, my man values me. You understand? So I say, like, for me, once in a while, I just go to the market, buy something for my female friends, my date those years when I was still single. And this time around, when I'm married, I might not even tell my wife, I'll just go and get something. And I was surprised. I was like, oh, you got this for me, even if it's a bit tight. So I was like, but you should have gotten, it's better for you to say, you should have gotten.
Yes.
You didn't even buy at all. You get. So you see, from there, I will learn. So the next time, probably, I will just ask, or I'll just like, babe, let's go out. Without going out, you yourself, you know what you want to do. You know you're taking that out, taking that shopping. That's what makes the relationship sweet. And those men that does not know how to, I beg them, please. Just look at the signals. Your woman will definitely give you a signal. They will give you, there's a yellow flag for the red flag.
Yes.
The green light will be going off gradually. The timer will be coming 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. Before it now show yellow and now show you red danger.
Wrong.
So,
Wrong.
5. Once it's at 5, before you get to 1, catch the signal and that, okay, I think I need to change in this aspect. And you enjoy your relationship.
Anyway, just before we let you go, Mr. Samuel Okechukwu, we know that we live in a society, like I said earlier, I didn't mention that a lot of people believe that ladies do not love any man genuinely.
Yes.
They don't have pure intentions. They believe that ladies do not love with pure intentions. They either come with one motive or the other. And then, especially during, for instance, during Valentine period, you see a lot of posts downgrading the women and all that. Now, what do you think with the lady? Because of course, you know that there are people too with pure intentions, regardless the society they find themselves in, or the make believe going around, or we are open to. Now, what do you think ladies should do? Because we have a lot of good people out there also with pure intentions, but we've all been categorized as gold diggers.
Honestly.
There are a lot of ladies out there that does not even want your money. They only want what are they called TLC, tender love and care. They don't need your money. They just want you to like pamper them, be there with them when they call you, just to like they want to chat with you over the phone. At times they cannot sleep at night. Or like, let me call my guy and then let's talk while we're talking, and probably I fall asleep. There are ladies like that. There are ladies like that, but the funny thing is, it is hard to get. And there are guys like that also. The worst aspect is that the world has changed. Most, especially now, these days, you see the lazy guys out there, they don't want to work. They're not looking for one rich kid, rich man's daughter that just like hook up with and
live soft life.
You get, it's too bad now. It's too bad. This age and generation. Like, I don't know the kind of breed we are breeding. And if it's like this generation, what will happen to the next generation?
Well,
there won't be anything to write.
Yes, that is very true.
Okay, Mr. Samuel, I have this last question for you before you go. I have this last question for you. You know, everybody, we have
Ask me a question.
Yes, I think that is the last question from me, though. You know, yes, everyone, we have a different attitude, the way we treat people. So if you have a partner that always have a negative response of everything you see, is that also entitlement? Do you call that entitlement, or just a bad character?
Negative response towards everything
you say.
I say or I see.
Yeah, or you do.
That is, to me, that's not entitlement.
Okay.
It's a habit. It's a habit that they developed. It now got into them that they cannot even change at all. It's a character that probably they didn't, figure it out when it starts to like work on themselves. Then it now turns into a habit. They're not living with it. That's how I live my life. If you cannot deal with it, forget it. But it's a very bad habit that one ought to work on his or herself. So let's be mindful of this word. Let's not just paint it to one corner, either the male or the female. His or herself, it might be the male party or the female party. So when like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people is complaining about one particular thing about you, I think it's time for you to like, let me even like
review this and work on myself.
Let me retrace my steps and see where I swayed away from the track and see if I can come back. There is no time that you make a U-turn that is bad. Like the prodigal son, when he collected every aspect of his own property from the father, and he went out and lavished everything. At one point, he himself told us, no, even the main servant of my father is not eating with swine. So why will I now be eating? It is better for me to go back to my father's house and become a servant. And let me just lose that title of a son and be a servant that will not be eating swine. And we all know how the story ends.
Yes.
Allowing, right? That the father called a great feast that my son that was lost is back. So at any point you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people complaining of one attitude, one character, one habit, I think it's time to retrace our steps and make a U-turn. And if everybody will be thinking that way, we'll have a better world to live. If you can be our brother's keeper will have a better world to live.
Well,
That's
thank
what I
you
have to say.
so much, Mr.
Thank you so
Samuel
much.
Kechiku, all the way from Lagos. That's a better place to let you go this afternoon. Very interesting conversation, but we still have to let you go regardless. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
part
so
of the
much.
show. We appreciate your
You're
time, sir.
welcome. You're welcome.
Have a lovely
Thank you, sir.
weekend. Bye-bye.
You too there. Bye.
Yes, we've been on the call with Mr. Samuel Okechukwu, all the way from Lagos, relationship expert, and of course, we've heard him a lot of issues regarding self entitlement in relationship. So he said that he already gave tips on how to go about that. Anyway, we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll continue with some of the signs. We'll talk about the signs, what creates entitlement, the causes of entitlement, and how can you live above this in a relationship. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtime 7 o'clock.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince of Mine.
Ginger, aka Swagger. My name now is Femi, aka the Music and Taliban.
What up, Nigeria? K to the O to the NGA Conga.
Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night. The Afrobeat Night.
Afrobeat Night.
Nigerian Week in London.
The Nigerian Week.
The Nigerian Week. The Nigerian Week.
On the 19th of this beautiful month of May 2023.
May 19th.
May 19, 2023. Let's go get your ticket.
Go get your ticket because we're gonna shut it down.
Ice Prince of Money's in the building.
Yeah.
Go get your tickets. If you don't get your tickets, now you sabi.
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world the queen in you as the second edition of Face of SRTV Ladies Edition is about to begin. What are you waiting for? Register online with just 500 naira and stand a chance of winning a cash prize of 100,000 naira and the deal of becoming our ambassador. There will also be consolation prizes for second and third place winners. To register, kindly pay the registration fee and send your name, age, picture, and state of origin to this number 0906 895 2170. For more inquiries, please call 0907 400 7816. Powered by SRTV London, the face of SRTV, who takes the crown.
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that quick break. This is Romance and Relationship. Earlier on, I had a guest all the way from Lagos, a relationship expert, Mr. Samuel Okechukwu, who spoke on some of the issues bordering or surrounding a sense of entitlement in relationships. Now, we've talked about what entitlements are in a relationship, and we said earlier that is when you decide to consciously or subconsciously do what put yourself all the time above your partner. You don't want to know how they feel. You don't check on them. You don't know whether at that point they are even up. You just want to be you. You are trying them at every given opportunity. Not knowing that relationship is supposed to be two-way thing. You just feel like it's all about me. Now that is entitlement. Now it's important to you that it's just you, it's me alone and nobody else. And of course, when we talked about what some of the signs. What are the signs? What makes you feel like someone is being entitled or self-entitled in relationship? Now they think that the rules don't apply to them. When they feel like we say, okay, for instance, so we're going on a date. Okay, I'll leave my house, you two start leaving your house. I will come to our favorites, maybe hang out.
Yes.
And then I come there, we say 7. I am there 7, and there 8 o'clock, you are nowhere to be found. You come later and you're not being remorseful. You feel like the rules does not apply to you because you are the queen of Muzanga or the prince of Muzanga. I don't understand. These are some of the signs when you begin to see things like this. They are another sign is that they become very argumentative.
Yes.
They don't want to take correction. They just want to argue
over everything.
Yes.
And it cannot be corrected.
When you begin to see things like this, you know that this person is feeling entitled in this relationship. They go out all their way to serve themselves. Like whatever happened, You know, you could be in a relationship with somebody that wants to know, maybe for instance, there's something going on, there's a lot of crowd here, we all need to get a taxi, we all need to live here, it's about to rain, and then they get a taxi, they run in, they don't know whether their partner is with them, they are comfortable. Thank God I'm in, I don't care about any other person. Or maybe they go out to eat, they don't even care, no matter how hungry you are, they won't ask their partner, what do you care for as well. They just want to order and start eating and feel like, okay, it's just about me and there is nobody else.
I'm actually seeing I'll say couple that it was raining already, and it's just the guy that's with the umbrella.
Okay.
I know we ladies now, we normally make hair. The lady was with hair, long hair for that matter, and I just saw the guy with the umbrella walking under the rain, and this lady is with no umbrella. You get, so someone is actually asking the man that, what's up now, your wife, once you allow her, you understand, on the umbrella. She was like, and that he was waiting for her, although he was actually in the front, she was still at the back. His anger was that he told her to come out per time. Yes, that she wasted time, so she should face the rain. And you see rain beating this lady, her hair, everything, and you never felt remorse for like, okay, let me just
forgive her.
Some people have mind though.
But of course, men should also know. We know that ladies, once there's a saying that if you want to go out with a lady by 2, tell the lady you are going out with her by 11.
Yeah.
And then she will be ready on time. You can't tell a lady 2 and you expect the lady to be ready by 2. This is Africa. We have African time.
Yes.
And not just African time. It's peculiar with ladies. Yes. It's at that time we will remember, my shoe, my bag, that minute. So you're supposed to have a lot of
things they put on in their body. That
yes, you are just a guy. You just wear a trouser and a shirt and you are off. Yes. But we have a lot of things to do. And then we also have another one here that say they feel as if they deserve better than anyone else. We said that earlier on the show. These are some of the signs, and they feel as though they deserve special treatment and all that. Now, these are some of the signs. And we also talked about what is the cause. When we talk about entitlement to relationship, what are some of the causes? When a partner decide that they want what they want is important at ways, they just feel like, okay, it's me. They feel like they are special human beings.
Do this thing for me first before we talk about every other thing.
And like I said earlier about my classmate way back in school, because she was the only parent, she was the only child of her parent, and she grew up under their care with so much care and attention. So she felt that she's going to get that from every other man she sees out there. And then these actually became a very big problem to her. We used to tell her that everybody will not be like your dad. Your dad sees you as like carry you as an egg. But it's not going to be like that coming from these men. They are not your dad. So you have to still, that's why we say it's 50-50. Sometimes you just, there should be compromises here and there. Okay, this person cannot be like my dad or my mom, but okay, I will just manage the person like this. They must not necessarily be 100% like the person you want them to be, because you did not grow up in the same house. You are not blood. You are coming from different.
Well, this question I want to ask you, I just actually and comes to my mind right now. In a situation whereby, let me say you enjoy sleeping with AC, like you're cool with sleeping with AC, and your spouse does not want that. Your spouse does not want AC in your room, but you want it. So what will you do?
Compromise. It's simple. Now, 2 of us are in the same room.
Yes.
I don't like AC, you like AC.
Yes.
Okay, at that point you compromise. First of all, we get a very thick. There's always a solution to every. Before I answer you, Mary, you should know that there's always solution to every problem. Now, first of all, what you have to do is to get yourself a duvet, very big one, thick one as that, and after that, now there should be compromise. You can leave the AC on for a while. When the room is chilled enough, you take it off. Until maybe later when the place becomes very hot and you're comfortable for you to sleep in. Your partner, they cannot turn it on. I've been in a relationship like that as well with somebody that does not do that. He can't do without AC. And me, I'm not a fan of AC. Sorry to say, viewers. I'm local like that.
Same here.
It's even most time I don't even use fan. I just go to bed quietly and sleep. So I don't want anything that wake me up and I'm feeling cold and shivering. The next thing I need to see a doctor. So I tend to at that point, if I'm very, very hot, sometimes I will even on the fan and face it somewhere else just for the room to be, there'll be for breeze to be in the room. At the end of the day, these are things that is why we say communication is key in relationship. People do not understand the importance of communication in relationship. By the time you tend to ignore your partner, what they feel, or you don't want to understand, see things from their angle, that is where there is always issue. Now, when you try to compromise and say, my love, I don't like AC, it's too cold, but we can be doing off and on intervals. And if they say no, it must be AC 247, and your body system cannot carry it. Like our relationship expert said, what do you have to do? You mute yourself. And you know what that is. Because they say health is wealth, so you don't want to jeopardize your life, in the name of relationship. And then when we talk about some of dangers, this entitlement, we still know that there are dangers to it too, because some people could just be dying in silence because they love a lady too much. We've seen it, too many cases here. This is reality. I've seen in my estate while growing up. The lady will be so beautiful, a man will be spending so much. The lady just say, bring this, and they bring that, and they bring. Not knowing that these people are in pain, providing these things you need. Don't know that you're putting them through hardship, through struggle. And they can't say it because they love you too much. They love you to a fault, and they feel like at the point they will say it, you will walk away. Now, the fear of losing their partner, they won't want to say it, so they keep bearing that bond. They keep just doing whatever.
Suffering and smiling. No.
Yes.
Call that one. You're suffering, but you're smiling.
Yes, and when you believe you're entitled to better treatment, you should be treated better than others. You don't apply the rules of I'm in this with my partner, it's me alone. It's at that point we're in a danger zone. These are some of the dangers, because what will happen thereafter is conflict between you and that partner. Except, of course, like cases where person loves you too much. Okay, viewers, I have a caller here on the show this afternoon. I'm going to bring him in on the show. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much for calling this afternoon. This is Romance and Relationship.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, so what are some of I believe you are following us, that's why you called. So what are some of the, when you hear the word entitlement, now what's your opinion on this entitlement in relationship? Your entitlement could actually come from the lady or the man when they feel like I'm entitled to this, she can't do anything, after all I'm in a relationship with her, so, or him. So what's your take on this?
First of all, my name is Kalujo, calling from Apo Resettlement, Abuja, Nigeria.
Welcome to the show.
Entitlement. The problem we're having is that some persons, the way they take the way they take relationship, more especially ladies.
Okay.
I think I'll be using ladies as a case study. Because I know that the ladies are those who feel they are entitled to so many things.
Okay.
In a relationship.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Like they call it relationship. Not should I what would I use it now? Relationship should not be an avenue whereby you will leave everything to your
partner.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Most ladies, the way they go about it in a wrong way.
Okay.
Yes, we are into relationship. That does not mean that I should care for everything that has to do with you.
Okay.
When that should come in play is when you are married, not when you are in a relationship. And some ladies feels that is their right, that the man must do whatever they want the man to do.
Okay.
And some are being arrogant about it.
Okay.
And that is where it's very, very wrong. And the lady will say, because you are my boyfriend, you get me a car. Because you are my boyfriend, you rent me an apartment. Because you are my boyfriend, if I want to make hair, I will fall back to you. Because of my boyfriend, if I want to feast my daughter, I'll fall back to you. Because you are my boyfriend, if my cream gets finished, I'll fall back to you. That is not how it is. And that is the more reason why men are using most ladies.
Okay, you think that is the reason?
Comes in play.
Wow, okay. That is on another level. Are you serious?
Yes. That is where use and dub comes into play. Because when a man do all these things, the man will now sit down and say, oh, now that you are in a relationship and you are requesting for all these things, what happens when we are married?
And so at that point, they will need to immediately jump back because they don't want problem in the future, to avoid problem in their future.
Yes, exactly. So what we need to do, we need to, in a relationship, we need to relate, we need to help one another. Because if you're in a relationship simply entails me trying to know you more better, me trying to know how you're kind of person.
Not money, not money kind of knowing, or monetizing the knowing.
Yes. So that is just the thing. So if I'm trying to know you and you are bringing all your financial problems to me, my dear, I go chop Jagba.
Really?
Okay.
So what about a man that feels like it is right to only have sex with the lady whenever he wants? What can you say about that?
Okay, now you see, anything that has to do with sex, it has to do with the consent of the two parties.
Two parties, okay. I love that.
Yes. It shouldn't be. It's just like I was explaining to my friend the other day. I told him, see, sex should not be the paramount thing in a relationship.
Okay.
Yes, at the time when I go have fun, when I go play, but let him not be the center of that relationship.
Okay.
And that is one of the reasons why if a man sees a lady, if a man sees that if maybe I'm dating a lady now, and I see that whenever I request for sex, the lady gives to me, some of us we classify that person as being so cheap.
Wow. At this point, I know most of the viewers that are ladies will even be confused. What do men really want? Maybe that should be my next topic. So you're asking what do men really want in relationship, right? Sometimes they tell you, oh, you don't want to allow me access to your body because you don't trust me enough, or because you have somebody else, or whatever. And now you don't give. At some point, they tell you, oh, you are cheap, you give too much. Wow. What do women do? And that will bring me to my next question, Mr. Joe. We live in a society where people feel like you said, you've been saying that women mostly are gold diggers. And then we live in a society where a lot of men, your gender, have already given up hope on ladies because they feel like the ladies can never love you genuinely. They just love you for what they can get. They don't have pure intentions. But you also know that apparently we have a lot of ladies out there that have pure intentions. Now, how do you think we cannot differentiate? Do you keep going hopping from one man or one lady to another to get to find the right person?
Okay, now you don't need to be jumping from one person to the other.
Okay.
Like I do tell my female friends and also my male friends, I said before you embark on my wife, before I got married to her,
okay,
I prayed about it.
Okay.
God, direct me to that woman that you know that will be okay for me.
Okay.
That was before we even start cutting. Okay. So if a man or a lady needs a man, I believe that God can never deceive anybody. Pray about it. Ask God to direct you, to lead you to that man or that woman whom you have already created for me. So doing, as you are praying, you too, you need to be careful, because so many men comes to take advantage of ladies.
Okay.
So that has made ladies not to know who is serious in a relationship
and
who is not serious.
Right. But Mr. Joe, don't forget also that somebody you're praying for, that God's choice could be somebody also that has the spirit of entitlement. What do you do at that point? You change them, or you still have to walk away, or you have a talk with them?
No, I believe that you can change person.
Okay.
Because if you get a woman, that woman must not be 100%.
Okay.
It can never be 100%.
All right.
So it's in that process of relationship that you try to change what you feel you don't like about this lady, and the lady try to change what he feels he doesn't like about the guy.
Wow.
So change. I will advise the person. Okay, if you love this person and you feel that you want to
Keep the
take
person.
the relationship to another level, then try work and change the person to what you want. I remember when I was attending marriage course, they told us that you can never get 100% woman.
Yeah. That is right.
You're right.
No, we don't. Human being is perfect.
So you can change a woman to what you want. A woman can also change a man to what she wants. So these are vice versa. So it's just for you people to work together, know what you want, define the relationship, know what the relationship is all about, know where it's taking you, then you work towards changing the relationship or changing the person to how you want it to be.
Okay, Mr.
That is
Joe.
very interesting.
Yes, Mr. Joe, you know, entitlement is just like when a partner always wants you to do something for them to their own satisfaction. So I want to get it clear. Is entitlement the same thing as selfishness? Would you say your partner is selfish because they always want you to do something for them?
I think I will relate the two to be selfish, because if a partner always wants all she wants or what all he wants is just more of him, myself, you are being selfish.
Okay.
Yes. Let's take for instance, I'm in a relationship. All I want is sex. I don't even care about the lady. Am I not being selfish?
Yes,
you are selfish.
You are being selfish.
So I'll relate two of them to be. If that should be the case, then the person, the guy or the lady is selfish. Because when you are considering yourself, also consider that same person.
That person.
How would she feel at that moment, or how would he feel at that moment?
Wow. That is a very good one, Joe. Thank you so much for being part of the show this afternoon. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
We've learned so much. We've learned so much from you now, and I believe the viewers also. We learned so much from this, your tips.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me in the show.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, that was Joe Kalu here, calling from here, all the way from Apo here in Abuja. And then a lot of people feel, just before we let you go, viewers, we've heard from the analysts, we've been talking entitlement. Although a lot of people see it, people now, he said entitlement is being selfish. Even Samuel that called from Lagos said the same thing. Now, and a lot of other people, even though you see it as self-love, a lot of people will tell you self-love. They want to put yourself before any other person. It also reflects deep-seated unhappiness and insecurity. It's when you feel like you are not happy. You just want to do things to get others frustrated, or maybe you just want to. You feel like let me be collecting from this person. Like some people, they make believe in the internet world that if you don't collect, the man will think that you're taking from somebody else. So for that insecurity, I don't want him to go and be given to another person. Let me collect.
But I noticed that, like this our last caller, he was just centering his own thoughts on money. Like honestly, actually seeing the female as gold diggers. Well, they need to just have this a different mindset, because there are many ladies out there working for their money.
That is right. There are a lot of people out there with pure intentions. That is the word. And they are not here after your money, after anything. They just want to, like the caller from Lagos also said, TLC, self, whatever, tender, love and care.
Yeah.
That is the TLC. That is all they need from you. And Mr. Joe said also that it's two people coming together the relationship is actually a working process.
Yes.
Nothing is perfect under the sun. And so while you're out there, don't try to put yourself always all the time, it's me. Sometimes to consider your partner, put them, are you making them feel happy? Sometimes you put your partners under duress. You put your wife, your husband. Look at Lagos. There are even in Abuja. You see some housewives say, "My friend is driving this car. I must drive this car. I cannot be going out with them. Everybody is doing this. I'm doing that." That is being
comparing your partner,
and then you don't know the financial strength of their spouse, those people's spouses and yours, and then you try to compare. You're trying to just to impress them or impress the world. These are some of the senses or reasons why people say ladies or people have a sense of entitlement in relationships. So do well to consider your partner. Relationship should be 50-50. It's give and take. Understand, know when your partner is up, when they are happy, when they are willing to give, or when they don't have to give. And when they don't have to give, support them still. Don't come and say, because you don't have this thing to give me, that is the end of the relationship. I'm walking away. Please, you have your own parent, you have your own life. You were actually living your life before you started that relationship, so you can still live your life in that relationship. We are not saying once in a while dinner outing, shopping is bad. It's not. But regardless, you should know that relationship is 50-50, is give and take. Don't come and suffocate your partner. Don't come and suppress their life with your demands, whether cash demands, whether time, whether attitude, or whatever. We're not limiting this to cash. It could be anything. You could just say, I want you now. I want to be on the phone with you for 5 hours. That is my spirit. And then you know this person at that point. It's busy at that point. They don't want to know. So you tend to understand your partner. Just maybe, like Samuel said, when we live to try to cultivate our relationship, always have communication. Compromises in relationship, the world would be a better place for everybody to live in. Like I said earlier on the show, just before we wrap up, relationships are beautiful. They are very beautiful, but also we need to cultivate them. Otherwise, they start hitting the rocks, or we start having issues here and there. Yeah. So on that note, we'll wrap up the show today. It's been fun. This is romance and relationship. Mary, thank you so much for being part of the show, and thanks to our guests, also Mr. Samuel and Mr. Joe Kalu. We'll see you again next week, Saturday, hopefully, and with another interesting topic. But before we go, remember Nigerian Week London. We're just counting hours to that event. Do well to be part of that event. Please book your stand, book your tickets. We have a lot of celebrities: Ice Prince, Orisha Femi, Konga, Terry G, a lot of them that are coming. Nollywood filmmakers. We have politicians, we have ministries, agencies partnering with us, and we're going to showcase ourselves as a people. We're going to showcase our culture, the food, the music, the films, the businesses, and a lot will happen. So do well to be part on that event. And also, before we go, while you are there, a lot of insecurity issues. So please do well to stay at alert. Be at peace with others also around your neighborhood. Yes, drive carefully. Also obey the traffic law. It's weekend, so of course we know that people are home resting, but please, while you go out, obey the traffic law. Yes, be careful while you are there. Don't drink overdose because it's weekend. At alert also. Mary, thank you so much for being part of the show. Before we go, hit on our notification bell. Invite somebody to the page. Of course, there's a chain. Yes. Keep bringing people, not just liking, but hit on the notification bell. Leave us with your comments. Leave comments. Let's get to know your thoughts. We'll always get back to you on that. Thank you so much. I remain yours truly, Princess KESSY.
And the second election all in Nigeria.
Everything happens for a reason. Bless life from a different prison. Bless a lot of people locked up in bedtime 7 o'clock.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ice Prince of Mine.
Ladies, are you ready to shine? Here's a golden opportunity for you to show the world